Hello everyone, today we'll be painting some cute watercolor cards. This is beginner friendly and you can make your own cards for your friends or anyone you love. Let's make this cute perfect card. Here I have mixed a very watered down version of green and yellow and making the first layer of the pear. I like to leave a little white specks in between while painting, as it gives a feeling that light is being reflected from there. Now I've started adding some darker shades of green, especially where it's overlapping, as it gives a bit of a shade there. Some dabbing of colors, different shades of green over it. Now I let it dry completely before adding black pen over it. You can use any black pen once it's dry, and add some cute face over it, over the pears. And our perfect card is ready. Let's make this cute strawberry card. Here I am lightly sketching the outline of the strawberries, and I am mixing colors red with Algerian crimson to give a reddish and pinkish shade. While painting, I like to leave a bit of white here and there. It gives a feel that light is reflected from there, and there's a depth in that illustration, in that object. It gives a very real feel to it. Now I'm adding the green leaves of the strawberry, but make sure that your red is completely dry, otherwise it will bleed into each other. A little bit of bleeding is good actually. It gives a natural feel to it. It gives like what watercolors are, very unpredictable. Now I've added some blueberries also around it, just blue dots, and outlining it with black pen. Make sure everything is totally dry before you start adding the black pen, and make a cute face over it. Next up is the super cute loaf card. I'm starting with a very light pencil sketch. The colors I'll be using is yellow ochre and burnt umber. Now again I'm putting a very watered down version, very light watered down version, and filling the loaves. I like to keep little white, leave little whites in between. That gives the impression that light is being reflected from there. Now for the same shades, I've taken a bit darker, less watered down version, mixing it up with yellow ochre and burnt amber, and mixing both the colors together and just dabbing it over the loaf so it gives the textured look of a bread. This will need a bit more practice, but just remember that in watercolors, the lightest layer, you have to put the lightest layer first on the paper, and subsequently you have to put darker layers over it. So the darkest layer you have to put at the last in your illustration, in your work. And also remember to use the pen only when your work is like completely dry. Here I'm making these cute faces, cute legs and hands, and some hearts around. I'm lightly outlining the bread, but it's up to you. You can just leave it as it was earlier. And your cute I Love You card is ready. Let's start with this cute avocado card. Here I have lightly sketched the outline of the card, and I'm mixing green with little of lime yellow. Use a lot of water on your brush and make the pigment like really light for the first layer. Your undertones need to be really light. So in watercolors, the first layer that you put on the paper has to be really watered down. So after you're done with the first layer, even before it dries up, you have to start putting second layer over it. This is called wet on wet technique. The first layer is already wet and you're putting another layer on top of it. So second layer would be a bit darker, especially the corners, the outlines. Make it a bit darker to give an impression of like a 3D impression of the avocado. And after that, again, subsequent layers would be a bit darker in nature than the initial layers. It will give a depth to your illustration. Now we'll take the darkest green, whatever green you have in your palette is fine, and make the outer skin of the avocado. Again, paint it with the most watered down version first, and then keep on adding darker layers over it, so it gives a depth to your illustration, and it will give a nice watercolor feel to it. Now for painting the center of the fruit, one half we'll paint very light yellowish green, and one part would be brown. Always follow the rule. The most watered down version you have to first put on the paper, and it will subsequently follow with same shade of darker color. we have to keep it to dry completely. So once it's dried up, we will make some cute face over the fruit with a black marker. And here is our cute card ready. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. If you make it or want to learn anything else, please leave a comment. I would highly appreciate if you like the video and hit the subscribe button to see more videos and behind the scenes. Thank you.